G'day folks, Pakira here and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series, and at the moment with the Galician Son, Count Arias, age 13 at the moment. So there's not much going on, so we'll keep playing it as we go through until things pop up. I just want to say a big thank you for all the ongoing support from everybody. At this time of recording this, episode 2 is out. I'm about 2 days away from episode 3 coming out. I just want to say a massive thank you for this feedback and the support and the views and everything. So yeah, really loving that, and you know, I'm enjoying doing this for you. So Arias is 13. We will have a look into him in a little bit more detail once he comes of age. But at the moment, he's wrathful, honest, and zealous. So he's going to keep those traits. And I've noticed his personality has changed as well. So that's quite cool. I quite like how this personality does change over time and adjust. So we went and met the peers in the last episode. That was the main thing we kind of did. We, as a child, there's not much we can do. So we're currently making 1.2 gold a turn. Now, I did mention in the last episode, confusingly, or just however you want to put it, we've managed to sway Nuno. That's just good. About guardians and learning language. So I can, of course, do that. And I already have a guardian. So this was set up. We may have even done it in the last episode. So he's a bit craven, but he is our steward at the moment, so that's good. I want to learn the language though, of our court tutor, the vulgar language there. So we're going to start doing that as well, and try and learn that language. So let's have a look. Let's do a quick refresh of this for ourselves. We're not going to get betrothed yet. The durability, we've got 19 years, so we can do that. Not going to look at wars. We are inherited titles, and of course, we can probably invite Sasha, who is my cousin. She's not interested. That is fine. We'll keep that for later on. Looking at my uncle here, Karuna, we are the primary heir still, which is good. He is at 59 years old in poor health, so there's a possibility that he may pass soon, and we will inherit Corona, which will give us our fourth domain limit there, which will take us to our limit here. So let's have a quick look. I think that was Elo who popped up there. She is now 6 years old, so let's have her study the language. I thought we had a guardian. We don't have a guardian for her. I'm not really. Let's have a look in our court and let's see if there's anyone who kind of... he's our guest. Okay, how much does it cost? 105? That's no good. Someone who's... Yes, Alberto. I mean, he's good in... He's mainly martial focused, but she's rowdy. Yeah, so I'm going to see, can we get Alvito to educate our sister, Elo? I think we should be able to do it this way. Here we go, see? So I'm going to ask him to educate Elo. She is now 6. Now, Elvira, she can learn, she's already studying a language. Now, has she been guardianed? No, she hasn't. Now, she is pushing towards a martial focus. So... I'm actually thinking, again, we will probably go back to our courtiers now, and I might ask Marshal Nuno, again, actually, he's sadistic. I don't think that'll be a problem. I actually quite like Nunez, but of course, we can't recruit him at this stage. Yeah, we'll get Alvida. We'll get him to educate my other sister. So it's quite a big responsibility we've placed on his shoulders, actually, and you know, kind of some sort of well, trust as well, you may say. So that's pretty good. We're learning language. Our sisters are learning languages now, and my uncle and friend as well. Now, hopefully, we can get to $100 gold quick enough that the guest will still be hanging around by the time we can afford to, because he is quite good. I think he'd be really good to get into. All right, folks, I'll leave you when we get back. We're not going to look at marriages yet. I think we'll have a look at our 15th birthday, just see what's out there. But I don't think for alliances we are big enough, strong enough to really get in the alliances as such. I may have a look around, but we'll catch you shortly. Okay, so I've looked around our court and just a bit for potential marriages, and we're not really going to get much in the way of an alliance here. Well, my grandfather has created a cadet branch, Menendez Corona. That's interesting. Now, we do have Adacinda here. She's 15. She's zealous, honest, temperate, and ambitious. I think we're going to see if we can arrange a marriage, a betrothal or marriage with her for ourselves. My study of the old vulgar language is progressing fantastically. I feel like I have all the focus and the energy in the world. My name is Arias. I like to eat poached pears. If I just focus even harder, I'll speak fluently in no time. I will dedicate all my time to this. Excellent success. After lots of hard work, I finally learned the language. Endless hours practicing accentuation, sleepless nights mimicking inflection, countless lessons mastering intonation. It was all worth it in the end. During my efforts, I looked to emulate Perolia's accent. I am sure that she would be impressed by my results. And of course, French peasants now respect me a great deal more. I feel accomplished. Perhaps we'll just feel accomplished. That's a good step. I'm happy with that. We have learned the language, and thanks, unks. My grandfather has now become the dynasty head. So as I was saying, we were looking at betrothals for myself, which we were doing before for a spouse. Now we sort by alliance power. There really is nothing. No one's. I mean, yeah, of course we're going to go into houses here. I say there's nothing. She's honest, cynical and arrogant though. She is forgiving, she's patient and shy. I do quite like this girl here. 17, I'm only 14. Again, I do think it's a bit of time for now. However, I was, like I said, looking at the my courtier here. She's got a stewardship focus, and you can see it's kind of going out all right for her. She's actually her guardian is the same as me, so we've got that familiarity with each other, or at least with our guardian. I think she may well be a good spouse for us. Yes, she's lowborn, and it may be a step backwards. She's about the same age as us, so probably about a year older than us. Actually, she'll be turning 16 shortly. I don't know if my mother would agree with this. She is my regent at this stage. We will hold fire on this and see what the alliances look like, or potentials, when I'm probably 15, just before I come of age. Just difficult decisions. I did bring in that guy as our guest. He is now in our court, and it's probably going to be a good chance of Nunes here. See, he's very good. He's a good, be good for Santiago, which I think will be quite important. He's good learning. I am tempted to push him as the tutor, to be actually honest with you. We'll leave things as now, but he is in the court nonetheless, and Nuno has finished county control in Porto, so that has helped. So we're going to get him to train up our troops now. Of course, again, he's not the best in martial, but he's only one less, so I am quite happy to keep that relationship there. Well, our alliance with the Count Menendez has expired. Okay, he's no longer married or betrothed. That's a bit of a shame. No problems there. Okay, so we have lost an alliance. We still should have. Yeah, we've still got our grandfathers, really. It's better than nothing. I am thinking that we probably want to come down into here, and we're earning a bit of money. We are 8 years away from conversion down Porto, and I think we may look at trying to get a claim soon. We'll discuss that with the council once I come of age. Now, I do want to look at probably swinging the balance of power if I can to mine. Now, leveraging gold, it's going to be 100. We don't have enough of anything to swing those powers. I do think it might be a bit of an issue once we become 16. Since about a month back, I have been having a recurring dream in which I discuss theology with St. Matthew, St. Brigid, and St. Joseph. Perhaps they have chosen me to spread their word and reward me with their blessings in turn. I will pray too. So St. Brigid will give us a new life and fertility. It gives the better attraction and fertility. St. Matthew for wealth and abundance. It'll give us confident organizer, so give us an extra stewardship. That is where our focus is at the moment. St. Joseph for a happy family, so close family members and spouse will automatically gain 15 opinion. And I cannot presume. Now, we are in the stewardship education focus, so I think it makes sense that we pray to St. Matthew for wealth and abundance. So that'll give us a little bit more. So that's given us an 8 there for our stewardship. So I think that made sense. Like I said, that's our education focus, and it makes perfect sense that we may pray to St. Matthew for better help. Okay, so we are 15. We turned 16 this year. Let's have a quick look and see if there's any differences we can make there in the alliance power. Okay, so we've brought up some more. And we do have some Frenchies. Let's see, we've got the Chateau, Renard, or Clermont, Santana, which is Asturian. Okay. Thing is, we have to wait a while before they come into effect anyway. They've come into, I guess, our focus here. I think if we were going for an alliance, age-wise or close to age would be probably Clermont. Yeah, see. And she's also going to give us some decent help towards diplomacy, a little bit of martial, and also stewardship, which is quite important there. She's Octavian. She is from House Aegon as well. So we can, if we have a look at that, it will be a marriage. It will not result in an alliance though. But I think that might be an alliance worthwhile. We will put through with the permission of our mother, and she, I think, would agree with this, that it makes sense. We do gain 100 prestige as well. So we are going to send this proposal for the betrothal through. Doesn't give us any alliance, but I think it is there for us. Betrothal has been accepted. So that takes care of a little bit of that sort of business for us. Our steward has given us an additional 90 gold in taxes, and well done, thank you, sir. I am going to send, where is she? I'm going to send my spy master to our court. I wanted to see what she can dig up. I am coming of age this year. It'll be quite important to know if there's any potential things to be uncovered. But hopefully my ascension will be not so complicated. Although I do feel that there may be an issue with the regency with my mother. She is a very self-interested regent, and as we saw before, we really can't afford to use anything apart from gold to swing the powers back in our favour. However, she's only just over a 2, so I think we might be okay with that. Hopefully, as a mother, she will see sense when we come of age at what is best for everybody. Playdate. Marquisa is a lot of fun to be around. She usually demands a lot of attention, but I do not mind. Every time I see her, my day is made better. Whenever our eyes meet, my stomach fills with butterflies. Oh, I wonder if she would like this iris that I found. You know what, Marquisa? This flower is for you. She only wants to be friends, so we gain a bit of stress. I got friend zone, but that is fine. Oh, what is this? Our liege, King Alfonso, has converted, and he is demanding our conversion to Mozarabism. We are going to decline. This may cause issues. Okay, my spy master can find nothing. That is fine. The silver has been improved by our steward. My cousin has been taken prisoner. My sister Halvera is 10. I think I will wait 2 more years, and then we will look at probably seeing how we can put the marriages. Coming of age. We have become the cultural head of the Galician culture. With the help of Betrothal, I have achieved an understanding of stewardship that far exceeds that of my peers. To reach so far in the subject has truly been gratifying. As I make my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who have made an impact on the man I have become. The friendship I shared with Osorio meant a lot to me when we were both young, and still have him by my side means a lot. I have some memorable times with Marquesa, who truly helped me understand both myself and love. I wonder if Visclavia remembers the things I put her through when we were young. Count Arias, you're a man now. So we've come of age. We've got some decisions to make. Let's have a look at Arias. I'm just going to forward this a couple of days. We have lost the trait Curious, and now we are ready to go. So of course we are still wrathful, honest and zealot, but we have received Midas type education. That is absolutely fantastic. What a great education. We were worried about that after my father's passing, because he had, up until that time, been the guardian. We did then transfer to our steward, and I think that may have been a decision my mother made. So we are ready to take forth. We are 15 in stewardship. That leaves us with a 5 domain limit now. So we've gained an extra holding ability there. So I am happy with that. We keep the hat, and then we'll keep the hat for now. He's still youthful 16-year-old. Now we do have our mother as our regent, and we will see shortly if we can end the regency. Let's have a look at the betrothal request. We will keep going ahead and send a proposal for the betrothal to become a marriage, and the marriage proposal is accepted, and my betrothed shall be on her way forth to our realm. Let's have a look at our lifestyle. We are choosing, obviously, I think stewardship is going to make the most sense. Now, for now, we already have that 2 addition on our domain focus. We are going to go for a wealth focus to help our income, and then eventually, if we need to, we can switch to probably a domain focus. So we'll start with our wealth, just like our father did. He was very astute in the ways of wealth. We do have an entrenched regency, and that's to see if we can in fact end this. And I did suspect that we possibly can't. We can't offer anything, maybe some gold. We can give her 75 gold, and there's a 41% chance that she will let go. We will try this and see. We can declare war down here, and I may look at that. With my marriage to Countess Claremonda, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. But of course I will collect it. Who pays for their own wedding? Nobody. So we'll see if our mother is going to allow us go. She has. We have now ended our regency, and we are going to pause there for a little second, folks. We have come of age. There's not much to this episode. We are just going to lay out a few future plans, and then we will end this here. So Count Arias, of course, we've already gone through his traits. He has now the Midas touch. He has a 10 diplomacy, 11 martial, 17 in stewardship, and a 6 in learning, and a prowess of 9. I'm basic there, but I'm pretty happy with how he's turned out, especially in the stewardship. I believe stewardship is quite an important education, actually, because it does help your income, but mostly it does give you the ability, especially if you can marry and wise and have good stewards. They all help towards your domain limit, and we have a 2 there. Well, we've got 5. We can, with the inheritance of Corona coming, as I anticipate, we should be able to pick that up now. Now, before we go, I want to check out on our relationship with our liege, because we did decline his demand for conversion. And yes, we don't like him very much, because obviously he did demand our conversion, and he is, well, yeah, he ain't. He's cynical. We're zealous, and he is astray. So we will have to keep an eye on that relationship there. How times have changed between that of my father and their friendship to now, well, I guess a mere 16-year-old. Go through and we will have a look, like I said, next episode we will go through and have a look at some potential alliances, or just see how we can best serve our sister Elvira in a marriage. We'll probably look at how our relationship is with our uncle and also our friend. He is very good. And just before we go here, let's have another look now at our grandfather. He has, like we did mention before briefly, he has created a cadet branch of now the Menendez Corona, and he is in poor health, and he is age 61. So I don't think we'll be long before we do inherit that claim. Now that we have come of age, we are in a better position for what may lie ahead. Let's have a look at the round. My mother is my regent still, which is fine. I think we are going to replace her, though, with my wife, if I can. No, my wife is already in line as there she is. We will designate my wife as my regent now. Thank you, mother. You have served well. Though we did have a little bit of issues there. But thank you, mother. You have done your duty now. I will let you live your life. Our vassals, some of them don't like. We need to probably look at. And they're only minor vassals, minor landholders. But we will sway the baron here just to get them on our side. And of course, we are in partition. A confederate partition. There's nothing we can do about that. If we look at here now, we can look at our culture, and we can have a look. We're currently doing the fascination with this will enact crown authority, and 16 years we do have time in our hands, and I believe we will keep with that fascination for now. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. Our military is good, obviously. Can't complain. We've got the troops there, I think, to do our job for us. And we now have our wife. She is currently assisting us. So that's good. She is really good suited for a lot of aptitudes there. And I think we will float where's best. For now, I do think we will leave her to assist us in overall matters. We'll look at our Chancellor, Roy. He has served us well, but I think now that I am of age, it may be looking like we could possibly get somebody better. Though Nunez, who was once upon a time, I guess he slight better adaptation, but I think we will not make any changes there. Again, we look at Nuno here in the martial ability, and we do have our vassal and knight as well, and possibility. But again, I'm going to take the loyalty that has been Nuno, and of course taking into effect that he was our father's marshal. We will remain loyal to him for the time being, as there is no one really that much better. Although I do say and note that we do have a veto down here who just crops up. So yeah, we'll probably mark that for now. Nuno is he's 48 again. The loyalty is there, and Margaret as our spy master as well. I just don't see any need. Yes, we do have people who are better suited for these tasks, but for now they've been loyal throughout our time as during our regency, and those especially like Nuno, for example, loyal to our father, as well was Major Roy. We will remain faithful and trustful to them for now. Remembering we are honest as well, so we do value truth and sincerity higher. So that is a lot of the reasons we will remain loyal so far for them. Now we can go on some activities and stuff. I think what we will do is I am going to say that we are a bit reluctant to go on a hunt, mainly because of the history and what the hunt did for our father and the impacts that hunt had on our life and obviously the life of my sisters. So for now, I think we will hold fire. We don't really have much that we can use. We probably may have a feast to celebrate, and I think we will do that at the next episode shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me. I think we will cut it there. I've got a bit of an idea. I think going forth, what we need to do is I'm going to keep an eye on my liege here. He is converted, which kind of puts a strain on our relationship there. I expect the inheritance of Corinna to come through to pick that up, and then by that time I'm hoping we can pick up the Duchy of Galicia. In terms of expansion, we are going to try and take advantage of the fact that most of these lands here are underneath our liege, the Kingdom of Asturias. But I think we are going to go down and try and take the Alveria and Braganza as our possibilities here. Obviously, we are allied with Astorga and Monterrey. We will see how they go. They may, once we become the Duke, we may be able to incorporate one or two of these under, well, especially I think Monterrey here as Kingdom of Galicia, but also the Duchy of Galicia. So we should be able to integrate them, hopefully, and even Astorga through de jure. So fingers crossed. That's probably the goal for the next episodes going forward. The short-term goals of Arias as well going forth. And of course, it is vital that we have children. And thank you for those who have suggested some names, mainly Zilla, for the names. I have written them down. I may have to Galicianify them a bit, but we will see how we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages, thank you very much for joining me today. I do appreciate it. And again, I want to say thank you so very much for your continued support through this series. I am enjoying bringing it to you. As of today's recording, I am starting my new job tomorrow, so I will only have time during the weekends to really get things done. But I do now have 4 in the bag. Well, by the time you're watching this, it will be different. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and I do look forward to this. In terms of what impact the new Wards and Wardens expansion DLC may have on the series, I will see. The thinking is that unless it's going to cause some major issues and not be compatible, I think a lot of that will be with the mods. We will continue this without having that DLC activated. There may be a little space of time, regardless of which way we go, for the current mods, and I don't use a heck of a lot, just to be updated as well for Wards and Wardens. I believe that is out on the 23rd, so that's probably about, I think it's about a week away, no, 10 days or so away, so keep an eye on that anyway. Alright folks, I am Park here as always. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other. Till next time, kia kaha.